Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Just reading an email from a viewer. This is Julian Terblanche. Hi Matt, I'm relatively new to photography and I'd like to pick up a camera that will be good for content creation, both video and photo. My budget is around 1,000 Australian, which is around 1,000 Canadian. So let's say about 700, 750 US for those of you that are in the US. And just looking at the conversion right about now. I was looking at either the Canon 70D or maybe going mirrorless with the Sony a6300 or the Panasonic GH4. Which would you recommend? Do I need 4K? Thanks, Julian. Okay, so great question. Thanks, Julian. I think a lot of people, YouTube continues to grow and grow and grow. More people want to be content creators, and so they're looking at what camera can they use. Good selections you have here. First of all, if you're looking at the 70D, I'll probably find a way to get the 80D. It just has a few more things that are better. The larger sensor, it's a better photography camera, and it does, most importantly for video, it works better with the new Canon app. And it's got more of the controls that are remote through an iPad or your phone or whatnot that the 70D just couldn't do. So I will go 80D over 70D for that reason. And with the refurbs and used pricing now, you should be able to find one for pretty much what you could get. The 70D was not too long ago. So the mirrorless with the a6300 and the GH4, both very good cameras. Where the a6300 gets trounced between the GH4 and the Canon with the 70D or the 80D, as I said, I recommend the 80D, is the full vari-angle screen. Casey Neistat just did a video on this talking about why the GH4 to him was so much better than the Sony a6500. And he said the a6500 has better image quality, bigger sensor, better in low light. But what wiped it all out for him was he's a vlogger and he needs the vari-angle screen, and it's useless if he can't see that. There's workarounds. I don't think, if you're going to do any degree of vlogging, I don't think you're going to be happy with a camera that does not have a full vari-angle turnable LCD. The GH4 does, the 70D and the 80D do. My choice there would be the GH4 simply because it's got 4K. And that comes to your next question. So we need that vari-angle LCD if you can do any amount of vlogging style videos, handheld, shooting yourself. You want a vari-angle LCD. 4K to me is a necessity now. For a little bit, it's been a bit of a luxury or an option. Now we've got 6K coming down the pipe. We've got 8K coming out from Panasonic by the 2020 Olympics. You don't want to be behind the curve as far as the quality of your content creation. So for me, that means I don't want to be putting out 1080, and right now 4K is becoming the de facto standard, or is arguably the de facto standard now. So you want to be producing new content in a format that's already old. So that's why to me it's very important, 4K. You put a lot of time and effort into your content creation. Future-proof it. Don't shoot it in a format or a resolution that is going to look dated very shortly. So that's why 4K to me is very important. So I will go GH4 out of those three for those reasons. If you're not going to be doing a lot of vlogging and the vari-angle LCD isn't a big deal, then you could consider the a6300. It's a very good camera, very capable. I've done some workarounds on how to deal with the overheating, which is an issue in comparison to a GH4 or the 80D. And the one thing that Canon has better than the other two, and Sony's very close and Panasonic's behind that, is the Canons have the dual pixel AF. So the follow focus in video is much better. Now, to me, that's overridden with 4K. And so I will go GH4 out of the list that you've put down here. I would also consider perhaps a G7, which has most of the goodness of a GH4, or a G85, which is what I'm filming this with right now, and it has the IBIS in it. So if you're doing some handheld work, it's very handy to have that. It puts image stabilization on all your lenses. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Would you go with the GH4 for those reasons? Would you go with the Canon? Would you go with the Sony instead? Let me know what you guys think. Leave your answers in the comments below. Let's discuss it a bit. Let us know what you would do and why. Let's help out Julian here. And thanks for tuning in, folks. Thanks for your question, Julian. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.